Hello beautiful person, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chu and today we're going to be going over 3 things I've learned from music production this year. Each one's going to be coming from a different song that Wonder Girl has produced for Travis Scott. These are just going to be really cool tips that I think have helped me develop as a producer this year, and hopefully that'll help you do the same thing finishing out this year and going into 2023. Check out my free 14 drum kit. It's got sounds from my placements and viral beats, and you can get that for free in the description below. Join my Discord, it's dope. There's a link to that in the description as well. And follow my Chu Beats playlist on Spotify because that's dope as fuck too. And there's also a link in the description below where you can submit your own beats if you want to. All right, enough talking, let's get into the cook-up. So the first tip that I wanna start off with is this kind of concept of how Wonder Girl does her melodies, but a lot of times you'll notice that it's more so just like a kind of like sound that just so happens to have like a melodic kind of quality to it. I think No Bystanders is the song that I think is a really good example of that. It uses the Bjork sample. I have no idea if I'm saying that correctly. So I'm gonna go through a process right now of like how I would go about, taking something, flipping the sample and then turning it into a texture more so than a melody that I can perform the rest of my beat production on. Change my tempo to 140 just to match the sample. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take this and turn it into a unique sample. And then I'll go here, double click that, go to the channel settings, go to open and Fruity Slicer channel, and then there we go. We have a much better sample to work with now. There's some annoying clicking, so I'll increase the attack there. I think I like that better. So I'll just come in here, increase the velocity of all of these by just clicking and dragging up down here in the control parameters. Yeah, we're about to go crazy. Hey, yo, hey, yo. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna export this. Sorry, I'm like kind of breathing heavy because I'm excited. So now what we can do is this will just be the same pitch as that one, and now we'll raise it up an octave. So now we're like laying textures in a higher octave range or in a higher frequency, if that makes sense. Maybe mess with the attack a little bit more just to make it sound different. All the chops sound different here. Maybe reverse this one. Ooh! And then we can kind of like give this melody even more body by adding another unique version of itself and then increasing this octave. So that it's got like that low octave and the high octave going in the same melody. It's just a really good way to keep giving body to it. I actually learned that in the Aiden Kenway video. So let's just toss some effects on this now. This telephone effect is really good. I love chorus. Let's do some delay and some reverb and maybe some top end EQ. From this TR5 EQ, which I love. Comes free with the clipper, it's such a steal. And then one more thing I'm gonna do, just to sauce shit up, is go like fucking basic. This is where I'll do the gross beat halftime effect. So now we can get into tip number 2, which has to do with the 808s. And so something I've noticed a lot in Wonder Girl production is that a lot of those songs are actually like in A minor. Like the first song that I really noticed it in was like Antidote, because I was like, why do these 808s sound insane? And I think personally it's because like that kind of like really low grumble that you get from those low notes, even though people say don't use them, it actually kind of gives your beat this kind of like deep bassy body that you can't get unless it's kind of like grumbling at those like really, really low notes. Wonder Girl is always like smashing her stuff I don't know Wonder Girl personally, so this is hearsay. It's just anecdotal, something I've noticed. But it sounds like, you know, she's making a really good use of a soft clipper. So I just like to use the TR5. Like the thing Wonder Girl and Boy Wonder say a lot in their interviews is that they just turn the shit up, bro. Like there's nothing special. Like they'll either be memeing it like, bro, all this like compression shit or EQ shit is stupid. It's like, just turn it up. Bro, just try getting like really good sounds. Like go to the Centerfold drum kit or go to the 14 drum kit, get good sounds and then just turn them up, bro. Like just let them hit against the soft clipper. Yeah, this is crazy. So tip number 3, this is like the last one. She's always had like unorthodox bounces, but like I think Can't Say is a really good example on Travis Scott's Astroworld. I think No Idea and like songs like Candy, which I think she also produced, really, really good examples of like her really unique bounces. The open hat can also play into this as well, to be honest. Okay, cool. So I can pretty much just arrange this really quickly. Okay, so that's it. Let's take a listen to the final beat. That'll probably be on one of my Beats channels and I'll toss a link to that in the description below. The real takeaway from all of this is to, one, try to like think of your melodies more as like textures for you to like perform your overall production on. It's fun to think of things in a different way sometimes. And then the second thing is to kind of think counterintuitive to like the mainstream producer talk, which is like, don't use your 808s in those super low octaves. Think about it, because it gives the 808 kind of a different character than a lot of people are used to hearing. And then the last one is to just be super unorthodox with your drum bounce and try to be creative. Do less mainstream things and kind of do bounces that just sound really, really cool to you. But if you want a deeper look at drum programming, or like my take on Wonder Girl's like perspective of drum programming, I have a really dope video that covers a few theories I've developed that'll be popping up on the screen. You can check that out. All right, I'll see you later. Peace.